When we first arrived here, this city used to be called Saigon, so it's very big, it's super modern, and this room reflects that. You immediately feel like you're in a studio apartment in a huge city with all the trappings of a huge modern city. There was a Starbucks on every corner. This was the first McDonald's that I've seen since I've been here. They even had a Carl's Jr. We went to lunch, and you walk in, it's a very updated, cool kid type of restaurant with fancy pants dishes, and you could tell that it was good quality food. It was nice and fresh, very well prepared, but it didn't have that home cooked taste or feel that I have been used to for the last week. Just like all club DJs, they just play their Pandora and not mix. That's not to say that there weren't some older parts of the city, but they're buried behind all the glitzy, glamorous skyscrapers that's all around. Probably in another 25 years, none of the old part will exist anymore. We then drove over to the Vietnam War Museum, and it was very interesting. As soon as you walk in, you can tell it was built in the 60s because of the Art Deco design. Everywhere I looked, I felt like I was at home because this looks like 170 Court. Not so much the Asian furniture with the red and the Asian symbols, but the curtains, the everything like that. It so reminded me of Court Street, especially this shot right here. Each picture also had facts about the room. This picture here, the 40 panels were lacquered in France and sent back for this particular room. Here we have a picture of Agent Orange being sprayed and how they use masks on the American side, but of course we know that Agent Orange also damaged U.S. soldiers as much as they did the Vietnamese, because they're still suffering from the effects to this very day. I really thought that they did a good job at telling the story pretty evenly. It wasn't biased, in my opinion, one side or the other. If you're under a certain age, you probably won't even recognize that those were telephones. They are color coordinated to match the map, their phones. And also they had different artists who had taken pictures which were featured in Time magazine, Life magazine, and of course they had children who had painted pictures recently, and they put their little school name and their name, and I thought that was very nice for it to give it a break in all of the horribleness that is, of course, war. So that's it for me. I had a really long day. I had a nice time. It was very interesting and educational. Good night.